Bitcoin, a revolution in money and society. Buckle up because we are diving into the world of Bitcoin, where money meets magic internet beans. Bitcoin, the world's first decentralized digital currency, has sparked intense debate about the future of money. Hold on to your hat. This isn't your grandma's piggy bank. We're going to explore the core ideas, the flaws of fiat systems, Bitcoin's unique properties, and its potential to reshape wealth, work, and global economy. Let's start with the flaws of the fiat currency, where your hard-earned cash plays hide and seek with its value, and inflation is the sneaky thief. Fiat currencies like the US dollar or the euro or the rupee are controlled by governments and central banks, which can print money at will. Flexibility sounds great until you realize it's a license to devalue your savings faster than you can say a stimulus check. This flexibility, while useful for economic policy, has a dark side. It's called inflation. Imagine working 9 to 5 for 50 years only for the Fed, the Reserve Bank of India, and the Central Bank of Europe printing 40% of the total money supply and inflate away 20 years of your work. Ouch. This stark example illustrates how money printing erodes purchasing power, a phenomena that hit hard during the COVID-19 pandemic when massive stimulus package devalued savings worldwide. The personal toll? It's like watching your retirement dream shrink faster than a cheap sweater in the wash. Elderly family members who saved diligently in bank accounts saw their retirement funds shrink overnight, not because they spent recklessly, but because the system silently taxed their wealth. Back in the day, before 1971, the US dollar was tied to gold. Your savings didn't vanish into thin air like a magician's trick. Today, however, fiat's unchecked expansion leaves many unprepared, especially older generation accustomed to the more stable past. Bitcoin, a finite alternative. The digital gold rush, where scarcity is the name of the game and 21 million is the magic number. Bitcoin offers a radical counterpoint. No secret labs or mysterious overlords here. Just a guy named Satoshi Nakamoto who kicked things off in 2009, launched that year by its enigmatic creator. It operates on a decentralized network with a fixed supply of 21 million coins. Unlike fiat, no one can print more Bitcoin, making it immune to inflation driven by overproduction. Sorry, central banks, no cheat code here. If you have Bitcoin, you can spend it. If you don't, you can't. Highlighting the simplicity and the transparency compared to the opaque fiat system. Scarcity isn't about buzzword, it's Bitcoin's superpower. With an estimate of 20% of the Bitcoin lost forever due to forgotten keys or discarded hardware, the effective supply may be closer to 16 million coins. Do the math. 8 billion people divided by 16 million Bitcoin means roughly 500 people per coin. Talk about crowded dance floor. It's going to be very, very crowded. This underscores how early we are in the Bitcoin's adoption and how valuable each coin could become as demand grows. Wealth distribution and opportunity. Where early birds get the worm, the latecomers might get fraction of the worm. Bitcoin's rise poses both risk and opportunities for wealth distribution. Those who got in early might be laughing all the way to the digital bank. Early adopters who hold significant amount could see massive gains, potentially widening inequality. A whole Bitcoin currently within the reach of many in the developed world may soon be as rare as a unicorn sighting. 2025 might be the last chance for normal people to become a whole coiner, suggesting a narrow window of opportunity. But don't despair. Bitcoin also democratizes finance, like financial superhero for the little guy. Anyone with internet access can now own a fraction of a coin, say million satoshis, about $820 today. and participate in this new economy. Unlike fiat systems that favor the big fish, Bitcoin's openness levels the playing field faster than you can say unbanked. It offers lifeline to those excluded from traditional finance and a hedge against fiat's collapse. The future, a Bitcoin dominated world? Let's see. Picture this, a world where Bitcoin is king and fiat is just a distant memory, like floppy disks and dial up internet. Could Bitcoin replace fiat entirely? Enter the sudden moment, a tipping point where global awareness triggers a uh, rush to acquire the Bitcoin, driving its price to the moon and beyond. A scenario exists where awareness sparks a buying frenzy, pushing Bitcoin's value to unimaginable heights. 1 billion in today's dollars for a Bitcoin sounds crazy, but I've seen weirder things on the internet. Billionaires might scramble for scraps while latecomers watch their fiat wealth evaporate. Real estate, once the crown jewel of wealth, could crash harder than the house of cards in Bitcoin terms. Houses now priced at millions of dollars might drop to a fraction of coins as millions of people redirect savings to this finite asset. Case in point, an apartment bought for 130 Bitcoin in 2020 is now worth 9.6 Bitcoin years later. Talk about bad investment. This shift could dismantle portfolios, build up legacy assets, leaving only Bitcoin holders standing. Fiat won't go down without a fight though. Governments might cling to it like a toddler to a security blanket, perhaps through central banks' digital currencies. But as hyperinflation looms, a scenario where fiat is printed into oblivion to buy Bitcoin, the transition could accelerate. The outcome? It's a battle of wits. If people see through the fiat illusion, Bitcoin wins. If, if you are fooled again, CBDCs might delay the inevitable. Public understanding will determine the victor. Work and society transformed. In a Bitcoin world, work gets reality check and only the truly valuable survive the cut. Today's economy sustains countless unnecessary jobs to prop up the fiat system. Bitcoin could force a reset, ending the cycle of following from future generation, like finally paying off that maxed out credit card. Employers who pay in Bitcoin only for meaningful contribution and consumers would spend on truly valuable goods and services. But let's not sugarcoat it. The transition, it won't be walk in the park. A suddenly movement could bankrupt fiat dependent businesses, displacing workers and upending lives. Those without Bitcoin might face a harsh reckoning, like showing up a potluck empty handed. Yet the long term vision is optimistic. A learner more honest economy where effort and innovation are fairly rewarded. Now let's conclude. Just get off zero. So dear, the Bitcoin train is leaving the station. Hop on now or risk being left in the dust of digital revolution. Bitcoin is more than a currency, it's a paradigm shift. Its finite supply and decentralized design challenges the fiat status quo, promising protection from inflation and strike in a new financial order. But timing is critical. Look into Bitcoin, get off zero, because even a small holding, 10,000 or 100,000 Satoshis, could secure your future. The message is clear, educate yourself now. Bitcoin's suddenly movement may be years away or just around the corner, but when it arrives, it will favor the prepared. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, understanding this revolution is first step to navigating the world in poised to create.